Hi there, it's Darlene. I hope you're doing well. Wow, do I ever have a lot of information to bring you here? It's just mind blowing. I ran into someone who has just left the program and has all kinds of stuff to tell you. And so I did an interview, and that interview is about 40 minutes long. Oh, but you've just got to hear it from someone else other than me, okay, telling you this stuff. I tell you, this entire thing is freaking falling apart. I knew it was when I saw that whole High Achievers Society thing, but I needed to bring you more proof, and my God, I've got it. This thing is crumbling. So, about in the middle of December, like a few weeks ago now, yeah, in the middle of December, this came through on school about Kayla Smith live call. Hey, I was just wondering if Kayla stopped with her live calls. I can't find them in calendar or in the live call recording modules. Does anyone know if she stopped or where I can find her live calls? And then the answer down here, I'm not sure she'll be doing one last call to say goodbye. A few of the top affiliates that did calls, including Kayla, have left to create their own business. If you follow Kayla on Instagram, she announced this yesterday live. Oh, yeah. 3 of their coaches, you know, the 17 coaching calls they have every week, supposedly, 3 of them are gone now. They're down to 14. And those are 3 of their top earners, too, that have left the program. They're no longer part of Seven Figure Accelerator. They didn't just move forward and stay, because you know how Philip is always saying, oh, you can promote anything with my program. Yeah, they didn't stay with Seven Figure and then move on and do this other stuff. They left. They're gone out of Seven Figure, departed from Philip altogether. And they are not the only ones. Now that people do not have their own high ticket product to promote and they have no control over it anymore, because now it's all up to Philip's closers, and they have no control at all. People are leaving left, right, and center. And you know what? The people that are leaving are now becoming successful. Now that they're not promoting this hideous, nasty program, they're actually becoming successful. So for all those people that said, you're not making any money because you're just not trying hard enough, including and especially Philip, no, 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 no. These people are now having success because they are leaving this program behind. And you're going to hear about all of this in the interview, and where I have someone compare and contrast it to another program and how different it is. And it's the way it should be. And oh my God, Philip sucks. Sorry, that's my final verdict. Philip sucks. But more than that, he is this whole thing is going south. So anyways, who left? Well, we have Alexis Brady, Haley Witt, and Kayla Smith. Those are the 3 coaches that left, but there are many more that have gone to this new program, the Profit Builders Academy, and also to other programs. It's not just this one. But so what does that mean to the program? Well, yeah, 3 less live coaching calls, but also, like, look at this. This is just the top 10 on the leaderboard. Haley, Kayla are gone. Now, Alexis was number 19, so she's not actually on this list, but she's gone too. Lexi Batchelor has also gone over to that to Profit Builders Academy. Nigel is no longer selling Seven Figure Accelerator. He's selling his own thing right here. Now, I haven't quite figured out what this is, because it seems to be modeled very much after High Achievers Society. It's a monthly, $97 a month, but it doesn't have the 14-day free trial. And he also offers a yearly option, which is $9.97 per year, just like High Achiever Society. But he doesn't have the upsell for the complete done for you. However, the done for you, actually, the $97 a month is already included. That includes paying for your funnel. You don't have to pay for a funnel with Nigel's system. So this whole thing of Philip chiseling people for each funnel he has to go through, like, no, not with Nigel's system anyways. And I'm not promoting Nigel's system. I'm just saying he's not there anymore. So, I mean, look at these people and look at their sales. I mean, think about that. And Philip is getting 50% of all these people's sales, and now they're gone. Mr. I make $3 million a month. He's not going to be making that anymore, because all these high ticket sales and salespeople, these excellent, excellent affiliates, are now gone and selling their own thing. And frankly, Nigel's been selling his own thing for quite some time now. What he's making must be residual stuff from, from his previous efforts. So things are going to be going very, very badly here. And what does Philip say when people ask him about what's going to happen? Are they going to get those 3 coaches back? Here's what he says.
Philip, will there be other top affiliates to replace the 3 calls we lost? Not at the moment, because the calls goes on for super long. They sit for 2 and 3 hours, even while we only say 1 hour, and helps a lot of people. So when we grow, we will replace them.
But you know what? That's a lie. I mean, you saw the people that are leaving. He has just taken a huge hit. The fact of the matter is he can no longer afford to pay for more coaches. I looked at the coaching calls, and yes, some of them do go very long for 2.5, 3 hours, but the majority of them are like an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. They're right around in there, and they're very full. Like, people need them because Philip's never there. Oh, and I'll get into that in just a minute. But see, I've always kept track of the numbers in the Diamond Club, but not on paper. But what always struck me going through the summer and fall was that approximately 10% of the people that he has attracted in to 7-Figure Accelerator, 10% of them he also upsells to Diamond Club. And now I'm keeping track, and also the number increases each month too. So here are the numbers in Diamond Club in October, November, December, and January. And so November saw a 10% increase. Okay, that's about normal. That's about normal. December, not much of an increase at all. And don't forget, these people are paying 10 grand a piece plus and more. In January, negative 1.69%. Diamond Club people are leaving. Not just 3 or 4 or 5 of them. No. Many of them. And think of all those lost high ticket sales now. No wonder Philip can't afford to hire 3 more coaches. Plus, where is he going to get that kind of talent? Those 3 ladies were some talented, and they're no longer there? Wow. Where's he going to find them? He can't. That's just it. He can't. And he can't afford it either. Now, on Saturday, Diamond Club got this lovely message. Hey guys, Monday's call is going to be on today instead, as Philip will be flying to Vegas at that time. What? They put this out Saturday morning, about 2 hours before the call. So they rescheduled the Diamond Club call that was supposed to happen on Monday, like 2 days ago Monday, and they rescheduled it for Saturday and only put the call out like 2 hours beforehand. Like, well, as this person said, last minute change frustrating. I have plans with grandkids and I haven't had a Diamond call in a month. Needed to ask Phil for some clarity on a few issues. Well, yeah. I mean, both groups have not got that call from Philip for a month. A month. No calls from Philip, except they've been doing those sporadic live calls that have been all over the place, from drunken ramblings to him picking on them, to him extorting money from them for the new funnel. And the last one was strictly only on, here's what High Achiever Society is, and here's what we're going to be doing. He wouldn't look at anybody's Instagrams or anything like that. Nothing. So they've been a month without, and then he friggin' switches the date on 2 hours notice on a Saturday morning. What an asshole. I mean, really, he knew he was traveling to Vegas. Oh yeah, he's going to Vegas for a podcast. Hello, you can do that remotely. You don't have to abandon your entire group. And okay, so today is Wednesday, or well, by the time you're getting it, it's going to be Thursday morning here. But this morning, Wednesday, yeah, they got a call. They got it like 2 hours before that call going, oh, ha, 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 it's rescheduled till Friday. People take time off of work to hit these calls. People have paid in Diamond Club $10,000 for these calls. just to be screwed around by a guy that has no intelligence like this. I mean, really, he knew he was going to Vegas. Why didn't he set this up ahead of time and give people warning so that they could show up? It's so that it's easy. It's so that he can say, oh, see, I showed up. I had the call. If you guys didn't show up, it's all your fault, right? It's always all their fault. Frig it, no. Like, how can these people possibly keep up with this? And so you've got all kinds of people commenting like, look, I have questions. I'm frustrated. You know, hello, can we get a replay? Oh, and guess what? There's no replay posted. Like, what an ass. These people have paid for this, and he is not coming across. This is just crazy. And then here is the call that was supposed to happen Wednesday morning, like this morning or yesterday now. That, you know, move the call. It's been canceled and rescheduled for Friday. Again, people would have taken time off of their jobs to attend this, and he just ditches them when he knew full well days and days ago on Saturday that he wasn't Saturday and before. I mean, it's not like Saturday when he's getting on a bloody airplane to Vegas. He knew days before that even that he wasn't going to be able to make these calls, and he could have rescheduled then and let everybody know like anybody else would in the world, but not Philip. Oh no. He just drops these bombs and expects people to catch up with him. And it's not going well for him. And you've got all this confusion in there now with the whole new High Achiever Society funnel and the whole program as everything, and people having to pay for the that $49 that they had to pay for the HAS funnel. HAS, HAS, High Achiever Society, HAS. They shorten it to HAS. They had to pay $49 for that funnel. Now, that was for only a week. Well, special for only a week. Now he's charging them $150 for it. You betcha, $150 for that funnel when they already paid $2,500 for a done-for-you system. Ugh. And then they find out it's $2,500 a year, and that doesn't even include funnel changes. Hello? Really? Oh. So as you can see, it's mayhem and confusion. Like, is it 50? Is it 150? It's just crazy. These people, and you can pause this and look, but I mean, I really want to get you to the interview because that trumps everything. You can pause this and look at it. I'm just showing you the confusion of everything that's going through here, that they just don't have any clue, and people that are not making money. Oh, and this lady from Australia, when you're looking at the amounts and going, oh no, those aren't the right amounts here, the 220, 250 and all that, don't forget there's a dollar. The Australian dollar like is worth a lot less. It's like 67 cents on the dollar for a US dollar. So there's a huge conversion there. So it's much worse for them because their dollar is so much weaker. I used to thought Canada's dollar sucked, but theirs is even worse by the sounds of it at this time anyways. So yeah, anyways, it's just confusion. Now, you'll notice I didn't block this person's name like I always do. Guess who my interview is going to be with? Yes, Sarah Taney. Yeah, it's all gotten way too confusing. I jumped ship into Kayla's Academy, and just the overall feeling of what I'm promoting is amazing. Nothing like Seven Figure, where no one can actually afford it, and there's no real valuable information on starting your own business and thriving in your space. Just how to copy people who are making money and act like I am when I'm not. 2.5 months busting my ass over 100 videos and daily stories on multiple different accounts and platforms for no sales. So happy to join Kayla and really learn how to create for myself and brand myself, and for under $300. This $2,500 put us out. I couldn't even afford Christmas for my kids. Thanks for nothing, Phil. If you see this before it's deleted, message me for details. Yeah, and that's just it. And now people reading this will go, oh, well, she didn't try. What about all the other people that are leaving? Are you telling me that those top earners didn't try? They tried and they made a lot of money, but they're making better money now. And people now that, and the, not the top earners, but the other ones, you're going to see other comments here. They're leaving and now they're making sales on somebody else's program that they couldn't make with 7-Figure Accelerator. Doesn't that just tell you right there that the bloody system is broken and that this program does not work? This entire shift has been a mess. I did well in 7-Figure, but Haas doesn't make any sense, and I absolutely hate not having control over closing my own sales. Exactly. They've given up all control. They can't see any of their, they don't know who is getting sold into what. They've lost absolute control over their high-ticket sales. I moved to Kayla Smith's Academy almost 2 weeks ago when she left 7-Figure. I have made more than ever with 7-Figure. No weird payment plan nonsense, and a one-time payment of $297 with no hidden fees. The Academy was created by an honest couple who actually teach you skills to be authentic in this space with personal branding and course creation. Oh my God, and I'm seeing a lot of this. And by the way, I have checked it out, and I can't see any problems with that Academy at all. I'm not promoting it, of course, because you know that I cannot and will not promote other programs on this channel, but I'm not seeing a problem with it at all, and I'm not just going by one or two people's words. I've checked into it myself. More people getting, turned down from getting into school, and it's just general mayhem. And yeah, more. Even Nigel couldn't even get in. Sorry, I didn't block his name, but I thought it was kind of amusing that he couldn't even get in. And then another person that just replied back to Sarah Taney. I began simply passive and only $387 for my MRR. That's master resale rights. I made $400 today and total of over $1,000 in sales in a week, with not lying about Nike or Prada paying commissions out in affiliate marketing, but actually learning quality marketing for any business model. I feel horrible for about half the people here who fell for 7K Accelerator, just like I did in June. I continue seeing how rich he's getting from everyone making him rich, and now seeing that people have to pay more. I'm wondering if there's something else going on. Why people are having to upgrade doesn't make sense. And no, it bloody doesn't. And notice these people are going on and they are now making money, and they weren't in 7-Figure. And yet every time when people say, I'm not making money, what does Philip say?
So this is what I mean, Amy. I have been at this since October and nothing. Congratulations. What have you done? What have you joined? What have you tried? There's no information. It's complaints. That's the only thing I see. Complaints. Hang on. What you suggest for those who have almost 1 year from when they joined the program, but they have no results? That is entirely up to that's your fault, man. Right? We give you all the mentorship call. Did you join them? Did you take action? Did you disappear? Did you hammer it for one week and then disappeared for 2 and joined another thing and then did that for two months and then got back to the 7-Figure, got some help, went the other way again? Keep your goddamn focus, okay? And listen, okay? It's not for fun. We sit for 2 or 3 hours, everybody, to help you guys. It's not for fun. It's not for show. But you have to listen and you have to implement what we're telling you.
You see? It's always the student's fault. It's never his fault, even though he's never there for the meetings, hardly ever. Well, not never there, but seriously, he misses more than he shows up for. And then it's always the student's fault, and it's because they don't try. Well, then why are they now successful after leaving his program? Now, I'm going to show you the interview with Sarah Taney, and you're going to be hearing all about this. Oh, and some really decent gossip about the Dubai mastermind trip. Oh my God, I had no idea. Well, I suspected, but I wasn't sure. Confirmed a lot of what I thought. Anyways, you're going to get confirmation of pretty much everything I've been saying here now. Now, I do have to apologize for one thing. My video recording screwed up. This is like a 40-minute interview, and I was only able to capture about 9 minutes worth of video. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. My iPad screwed up, but I did capture all of the audio. So a lot of it will be just audio only. Where there is video, you'll get it. I assure you, but a lot of it's audio only. I will be showing you other backup stuff in behind, but I don't really want to interrupt it either. I want the whole flow so that you can see that I am not cutting and pasting bits. I am not editing this at all. Well, not the audio anyways. I want you to get the entire flow of it so you can get the gist of it and see the difference between a decent program, a reasonably good program. Now, I'm not saying that this program is wildly successful or it's the best of the best of the best. No, it's a good little program. And there are other good little programs out there too. But this thing that he created sucks. And here you're going to see why. Or here you're going to see how and why. And a big thank you to Sarah Taney for answering all my questions. And we did not go over anything prior to this. I did not coach her before this. And in fact, I don't really think she knew much about my YouTube channel. Sorry, Sarah. So this is her real opinion here. And well, you can always ask her. Thank you so much for doing this interview. Maybe you could tell me, you're Sarah Taney with Profit Builders Academy. Sorry, I'm trying to get, it's such a new name. I'm like, Can you tell me
a bit?
I know,
it is brand new. It just launched January 1st. Mm-hmm. So it is brand new.
Tell me about the launch. Tell me about who made it up, where they came from, and all that kind of stuff.
Yes. Okay, so Brady Ullman and his wife, Michaela, they, this whole thing was their idea. They created Strata Solutions, which is the funnel and automation system. And they got together with people. There was three girls from Seven Figure came over. And then there are two or three more girls from some of the other ones, which I think... I can't actually tell you which programs they came from.
Sure.
But I believe they were like the master resale rights companies.
Okay. Well, and I know the ladies that came from Seven Figure, like Kayla, Haley, and Alexis. I mean, we're talking top earners there. So and coaches too. So these ladies know what they're doing, right?
Yes. Yep. And my my mentor who I purchased Seven Figure from, she's been pretty close with Kayla. So she was talking to Kayla for a few weeks before the launch happened, and so got all of this inside information about it before it launched. And so apparently she hasn't aligned with Seven Figure for a long time, Kayla. She's a religious woman and with a family, and she's always said it's been really hard, even though she's been a top earner and she's made good money doing Seven Figure. She's always had a hard time sending people to his launch page, talking to her, this wholesome Christian mom, and then sending them to a page with, this big tattooed guy from Denmark who cusses a lot.
Dropping F-bombs every other word, because I've seen him just in his normal modules and he's swearing up a storm there. And I'm thinking, damn, if I was a mom with little kids around me and I'm watching this courseware, this training, and some idiot swearing constantly while he's delivering the course, what is that teaching my children?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so I know personally that she did not feel comfortable doing that for a long time, and she's wanted to kind of launch her own thing for a while. And when she was approached by Brady and Michaela about building this new academy, and at a price point that people these days can actually afford, and oh my gosh, just the information that, I haven't even gone through a whole lot of the course modules.
You were showing me, that you were showing me, like you were scrolling through all the modules there, and it's like there's a lot there.
Yeah, yeah, and of value, like lots of information of value to people like us that want to make money online and possibly like start our own digital, like create our own digital product and things like that, which this is another thing from Seven Figure that I kept expecting to get and didn't, was that exactly, was how to create my own things.
Well, yeah, because he's always, you have to model others, you have to model, you have to model, you have to model. And if you're, frankly, model, if you weren't getting the font exactly right, if you weren't getting the background music exactly right, I mean, you weren't modeling, you were freaking copying, you know?
Right.
And he never did show you how to, he said, well, once you become good at it, then you put your own spin on it. But then he never taught that at all. Like,
right.
And I know that it was Seven Figure, your traffic sources were strictly Instagram and to a lesser extent TikTok. How does that compare with what you're learning now in Profit Builders Academy?
Well, I know that I saw that Facebook is not dead module, which I like because I do love using Facebook.
Yeah.
But
and that's how I found you.
Right? Yeah. Exactly. And actually, I was very upset that Philip was removing the Seven Figure group from Facebook, that he was like doing this school app. And I actually had a lot of issues getting into that app and making it work for me. Like I was actually able to get it to work eventually, but it took me going back and forth with support, and they don't get back to you for at least 24 to 48 hours. Yeah. And it was just a mess. And like, I never really even understood this High Achiever Society thing that he's offering now. I guess the point of that is for them to close on deals and things like that, which I don't know if I like that or not.
You have absolutely no control, and you have no idea which of your leads have actually signed up or not. The control is completely in Philip's hands, and you don't even know if they're being assigned to you or not, frankly. You know.
Right.
So, and that was the whole problem with the lifetime cookie is, you know, I know that people were saying, hey, I closed that person and I didn't get paid for that commission. So how much more is that going to happen now is what my wondering is, right?
And then ever since he's done his, millionaire mindset, you know, the thing that where he had all of his top earners in Dubai. Well, apparently that was just a drunk fest, and they didn't actually learn anything. There was no seminars or anything like that. They literally just got drunk for 5 days.
Oh my God.
A lot of those people are very upset, and also he promised to pay for their airfare, and he didn't do that either.
Oh my God. That's expensive. What about when they got to Dubai? Did he pay for their accommodations there?
He didn't pay for any of it. No.
Oh my God! I thought that was all expensive.
On their own dollar.
That's insane. Oh my God!
And I don't know if you've seen like his recent videos or anything like that, but he's definitely like changed, at least since I joined like 2.5 months ago. There's a lot more drinking, a lot more swearing, a lot more flashy, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, BS.
I guess you know what your money's paying for, eh? That $2,500 for 7-figure accelerator. You know.
Right. And I put that out all at once too, when we really couldn't afford it. But I really believed, because I watched my friend posting all of her commissions.
Right.
From Coke Cart, and she had made like $15,000 in her first 4 weeks, but she never actually saw that money. She's only seen actually $4,000.
No way.
Yes, because he doesn't explain that when people choose the payment options, that you only get 50% of each payment, and there's no promise or guarantee that those people are going to continue their payments.
Well, no, and if they see the comments that are coming across in the Facebook group, would you stay? You know?
No. Yeah, I haven't been feeling good about promoting him for a few weeks now, and I was kind of just stuck. I felt very stuck.
Well, yeah, because
And
you
so
have
I was
nothing else to
very-
promote, and that's it. He traps you in there, and you really have nothing else to promote because he doesn't take you through how to find something else to promote should you want to. He's always saying, "Oh, well, it's
Right.
optional to promote seven figure," but he doesn't help you out with
There's
finding
no-
what you want.
Yeah, there's no individuality or authenticity in it at all, which is
Yeah.
really, like, I pride myself on those things. So and the mystery of, like, not really knowing what you're purchasing before you purchase it,
Mm-hmm.
that was always really scary to me. And I didn't have that fear when I purchased Profit Builders Academy at all. Like, I felt like there was just complete transparency in what I was getting with my purchase.
And I appreciate that talking to you is that you said, oh, and there's going to be these monthly costs as well, and you're very upfront with what the costs were. And I'm like, cool, then I know, right? So
Right.
that's excellent. Now let's go through the pricing. We know seven figure is, well, $2,500 unless you get it on sale. Well, how is Profit Builders Academy?
It's $297.
That's all.
That's it.
And
there's no tax. There's no tax or anything attached to that. I didn't pay any tax. And then the first 2 weeks of the Strata Solutions is actually free. So
That's
you
the
don't
funnel?
actually pay.
that's the funnel?
That's the funnel and automation system. Yep.
Okay.
So you don't actually have to pay for that for 2 weeks. You get 14 days free with that.
That is so nice. That's so nice.
I know, because it's like you already pay the $297, and then it's like, oh, I don't want to pay. You do.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't already have your domain, which you probably already purchased with seven figure,
Right.
they have you go through like Namecheap or GoDaddy and purchase a domain. I ended up purchasing another one because I wasn't happy with the one that I chose.
Yeah. And you
Or seven
probably
figure,
want to
but-
you probably want to disassociate yourself from that name anymore anyways.
Yeah.
I would.
Yep.
Damn.
I did. Yeah.
And you're telling me a little bit more of the support. Like you said, you're having a bit of problem doing your funnel and you needed some help. So compare the support you got where you are now to what you might have expected in seven figure.
Yes. Okay. So, and one thing I'll say with seven figure was that I had no control over them creating my funnel. So I didn't even know how they did it or what they were doing or anything like that.
Oh, and I
So
noticed like when
this-
I clicked through your funnel, your picture was on there and everything. Like it looked really good. It was a nice funnel.
Yes, you can actually put a video there too, which I haven't had the time to film yet.
Right.
But they tell you how to put a photo there instead, so that when people go to your page, they're seeing your face and not somebody they don't know and some like are confused by it, like you are with seven figure.
Yeah.
So that was huge for me, is actually going into the system myself and seeing, like, yes, everything is kind of drag and drop and they built it all for you, but you just have to like plug things in here and there. Like you have to plug in your domain and choose which theme you want. There's like a dark theme and a light theme you can choose from. They even allow you to change your colors of your the wording and everything in your opt-in page, which is really cool. And I'm sorry, can you repeat your question? Exactly.
Well, now I've got another one. It's like, well, okay, to make all those alterations, are you a really techie person? Are you,
No.
okay, so
No.
did you, as a non-techie person, did you find that difficult, first of all?
So, no, it was so simple. So my
Okay.
only issue.
But you said you did run into a
was-
problem, and then I asked, like, what was the support like? Did you get support right
Yes,
away
yes.
or no? Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So my only issue was an issue with GoDaddy. So I accidentally, as you're like buying your domain, it brings you through these other pages, and it was like, get 1 week free of like a GoDaddy subscription in a free website build, and I clicked continue, which is your only option actually, unless you exit out of the page. So I did that, and so for some reason, when you would go to my link for my domain, it would bring you to like the site that GoDaddy had built for me instead of the one that I was trying to build. So I ended up, I couldn't figure out how to turn that off. So I commented in the group chat. I said, I need help. My URL's not working. And Michaela and Brady came in like 2 hours later, commented.
The owners
okay,
of the
so
program,
it says,
not support. The owners of the program
yes,
came in and go
yes,
ahead.
yes, and they comment on my post, and they say, okay, or Michaela said, I had Brady look into your account, and it looks like your website says powered by GoDaddy. So there's something in your DNS, which is the domain network signal or something like that.
Domain name server.
Yes. Yes. See, you're smarter than me with this tech stuff.
I'm okay with the tech.
So I was able to figure out that I was not able to turn whatever that was off. So I just went in and purchased another domain and skipped through. I just exited out of the page.
And they told you how to skip
and
through and exit and go back. They told you how to do that?
So they said they didn't exactly know how, but to look on YouTube. And so that's what I did. And they, and so I found actually instructions on how to do that, but it wouldn't let me turn that off for some reason. It said unable to delete. So and that was a GoDaddy issue.
Yeah.
So I just purchased another domain. It's like $12, to purchase a domain. So I just purchased another one, exited out at that part, and then it worked, no problem.
Sweet.
So I was able to figure it out.
That's great. And you had help, like, immediately.
Yes.
Yeah. And you didn't have to wait for support. You didn't have to wait for somebody to respond to you, because really, I don't see that when staff does respond in the Facebook group, I wasn't seeing them being helpful. They're not very helpful at all, other than, check and make sure everything's exactly the same as the person you copied it off of and stuff. Yeah. So now, how about your emails that are going out on your autoresponder? I know, because I'm on a few different people's email lists from Seven Figure, and they all sound like they're coming from Philip. It's working out.
Yes.
Do they sound like they're actually? Do they give you? Do they give you your emails, and are they more generic so they sound more like they're coming from a human being?
They do, yes. They're actually written by Michaela and Brady, who are very just so wholesome and sweet. So there's a bunch of templates you can choose from, and you can change them to sound more like you. You actually have control of your business, which is like one of the biggest things that I was hoping to have with Seven Figure.
Yeah.
So your email automations can be customized to you, and they teach you how to do that in their videos. Which
you never got training from in Seven Figure at all, did you?
Nope.
I mean,
nope.
You got some scant stuff going, okay, go in and change your name here, here, and here, put in your link here, and boop, that was it. That I saw anyways,
Yeah. Yep.
Now, does, I know that Philip says anyways, and I'd like to get your take on this as well, that he's got had 17, the 17 calls from the 17 different coaches. Now I guess they're down to 14. And that was happening weekly. And then his weekly calls, which he was seldom there for, it seemed to me anyways. Like, what was your take on that? And how is it now over where you are? Do you have any kind of weekly calls with your coaches and stuff?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So I think there's a call every day of the week. And so they're scheduled calls. So I think Kayla's calls are on Wednesdays or Thursdays. Actually, no. Her call is tonight, actually, from 8:30 to 9:30. And I'm going to that. This is my first call with her, because I just purchased this last Friday.
I'd be so excited,
Yeah, so I'm so excited. I love Kayla so much.
Yeah.
So yes, live calls every single day of the week, and Friday actually they're going to have a call with all of the coaches, which I'm very excited about too. Yeah. They're all just I love every one of them. So I love learning from them, and I know that they've had success in the industry, and so I am very intent in listening to all of their advice and everything they have to say. But yes, so live calls, I know Philip's been canceling his calls a lot because
constantly.
Actually my mentor told me that she had inside information that his last canceled call was actually because he was drunk still from New Year's Eve.
I wouldn't be at all surprised. I mean, if you watch his stories on Instagram, it's constantly drinking, you know,
Yes.
and party.
I have a huge problem with this.
Yeah, I mean, yet he's saying, oh, well, you know, he's very, very busy and, you know, he can't show up to all these calls because he's very, very busy. Well, we kind of see
That's
what
the
he's
other
busy
thing.
with, you know? Yeah.
That's the other thing I wanted to mention is that with his calls, I don't know if you noticed this, but he wanted you to have your link ready, everything ready. He wanted you to have your questions in line,
Yeah.
and he was like zipping through them and made you feel rushed
Yeah.
through it.
Yeah.
Like you should be thankful for his time.
Yes.
When we're the ones actually making the money for you, so
Yeah.
you should probably give us whatever time we need.
You paid
from you.
$2,500 for that. Hello?
Right.
You know? And
right.
you're guaranteed weekly calls, which aren't happening, you know?
Right. So they do not make you feel like this at all.
No.
They do not make you feel rushed. They care about
Wow.
your success.
Okay.
And I find that important too. I never even wanted Philip to call on me. I was afraid of him, kind of.
That's sad. That yeah,
I never actually
because
spoke with him.
he has chewed on people for like not being perfectly ready and all that kind of stuff. And the thing is, if you're sitting there
Right.
for 2 to 3 hours, you don't know when you're going to be called. You might accidentally turn your eyes away from the screen, and then all of a sudden, wow, you have to be ready, like on the spot. And
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm never able to sit on a call for 4 hours because
You
I
have
have
kids.
and this is too much for me. So I was actually, because, you know, Seven Figure does have a $10,000 guarantee where if you, they sent me the information on this $10,000 guarantee, and it's like, you're not going to get it.
no, if
You're
you
not gonna
get
it
one
because-
view, if you get one view on your Instagram, then you've had a result, and therefore you've had a result.
Yeah.
We don't owe you $10,000.
Yeah.
It's a complete bullshit guarantee. He's now since pulled it
Yeah.
from the 14-minute video that's 50 minutes long. You know, so he's definitely walking back from that
I
real
always
fast.
wondered about that too, because my mentor would post, watch this 14-minute video, and
Yeah.
I'd always be like, it's not 14 minutes, it's like 45 minutes.
And most of them don't even watch it. And so then he gave them the excuse of, well, at 14 minutes, the buy now button comes up and you can go to buy it. And then they'll say, oh, well, the rest of it's just testimonials anyways. But then, no, it's not. Only the last 10 minutes are testimonials. And buried
Right.
in at the just over the half hour mark, which is, so that's more than halfway through it, is this one slide that says that it's for 1 year coaching. The $2,500, you didn't
Yeah.
buy the program, that's for 1 year and 1 year only. So, and they're saying, oh,
Right.
well, all the important stuff's in the first 14 minutes. Damn, I consider that pretty bloody important. If it's only for 1 year, I'd want to know that right up front.
Right, I didn't know that actually until after I purchased it, because I didn't watch that whole video.
Nobody does. Yeah, who does except for weirdos like me? Jumpins. So for Profit Builders Academy, it's $300. That's it, lifetime. No,
Lifetime.
nothing else
Lifetime.
except for paying
Yeah.
for your funnel on a monthly basis.
Correct.
No other costs. Well, of course, at AWeber or Get
other
Response,
costs, no
whatever.
other add-ons.
Yeah.
There's no add-ons or anything like that. No, and you get to promote it and get 100% of those profits.
Right. Yes, because it's of the
So-
master resale rights.
They don't want you to say master resale rights, because apparently with master resale rights, you can change the courses.
Yes.
You can change and put your branding on
Okay.
them, and this one you can't do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But,
so you're
okay.
just an ambassador. You're
Okay.
you're just an ambassador for the course, but you're learning how to create your own products in it. So
That's
yeah.
cool.
So
So
that's-
if you want to put out your own lead magnet, let's say some Canva templates or an ebook or a little course to get people
Yes.
into your course, they teach you how to do that? Do they?
Yes.
Okay.
They do. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, they're going to be adding more courses in also. I don't know if you saw like more courses coming for some of that because
they're just getting
it's still
started.
So brand new.
Yeah, they're just getting started. You got to cut them a little bit of a break here.
I really like also how they're going to have the faceless marketing videos. Like they've got a couple up now, but they just promoted that they're adding more in there. So that's really cool too, because I know there's a lot of people that don't really want to show their faces with this.
Yeah.
So
yeah. What did you? Well, Philip came out with all the AI stuff and saying you don't have to show your face. What did you think of those modules? Did you think that they helped to go faceless?
So I wanted to brand myself. You know, I thought like I liked showing my face. I like that, you know.
You're very good on camera. You should. You're very good on camera. You should. So anyways, you go ahead. Sorry.
So actually, my 11-year-old son was watching those AI videos, and he actually created his own Instagram page. Well, I managed it, obviously, but he was creating videos for it using those AI modules. I honestly didn't find them that valuable for what I was trying to do. So, like, I'm glad that I actually purchased at a time where they were included. I'm really glad I didn't pay extra for that.
I can't imagine that he was selling extra, and all they were tutorials on how to use free software that already exists. He created nothing,
right.
And you get those same tutorials off of YouTube. It's like, what? You know, it was nothing new, you know.
And a lot of his tutorials, he was like, they were teaching you how to do it on a computer, which a lot of people use their phones.
That's
so
what he says. It's what he says on the ad. All you need is an iPhone or cell phone, you know, a smartphone, and that's all you need. So if you need a computer,
and then he teaches how to do it all on a computer.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. I wish I could get my money back.
Yeah. Good luck on that one.
Yeah.
Well, we should talk about that later, actually, because I do help people get their money back from 7-Figure Accelerator. There are ways. There are ways.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I met you.
I'm glad I met you too. I'm actually finding out about a course that, you know, I think that people would find very useful. And I usually cover the courses that suck. You know, like, don't go near Legendary Marketer, or, you know, don't go near 7-Figure Accelerator. But, and so I found Jonathan Montoya's Freedom Breakthrough that I thought was pretty good. This one I think is far better from what I can see anyways, from what I'm seeing right now. Yeah.
They want to be set apart from those scammy type things. They do not want anything to do with that.
Yeah.
Which
well, when you're having to
incredible.
pay $1,500 to $2,000, that's Jonathan Montoya, and then with Philip, it's $2,000 to $2,500, and really, what you're paying for is the sales staff. You know, it's all going to the sales staff, and now you're not even selling a high ticket product with High Achievers Society. You're only selling a monthly subscription, and tell me, I mean, with a two-week free trial, I mean, how many people are going to stick with it and even go for the subscription? Never mind buy the upsells, right?
Right.
That's what I'm questioning. So you've got all these people that are used to making those high-ticket items, which he's phasing out now.
Yeah.
They're going to be really...
I didn't make a single sale. I didn't make a single sale, and I put in a lot of work.
Okay.
I made over 100 videos. I posted them on multiple different platforms, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. And I didn't make a dime.
Oh, but it only takes 57 minutes a day, doesn't it?
Oh, and I put way much more time than that in it.
Oh, everybody
so
does.
More.
Oh, yeah. It's not just 57 minutes a day. Like, there's no way. Unless, you know, once you get really, really good at it, sure, I can see it then. But for the first 6 months
there's a huge learning curve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. So, and their whole support system, how are you finding that? Do you get, like, if you need to email support, do they reply back in reasonable time?
Yes, I got emails back. So when I first bought the program, Strata Solutions was needing an update. So for like a full 24 hours, it was down, but I was getting lots of emails about it. I emailed in first, and I heard back within an hour with my link to actually start the courses. Even though Strata Solutions was down, they wanted to make sure I got my link for the courses. Mm-hmm. So I emailed them, said, Strata Solutions isn't working to sign up, so I don't know how to get started. And they sent me my link immediately. They had me send a receipt that I had paid for it, which they do also send you.
Sure.
And yep, and then they emailed me back right away. This was all within like an hour period of time that they got back to me. So it was great. Yeah.
And as you say, I mean, they just started at the beginning of January, and what's the date now? It's like January 10th, So, I mean, sure, there's going to be some glitches, but as long as they're keeping in some kind of contact with you, you can understand it and let it go. But with Seven Figure, it was constant delays for no particularly good reason that I could see.
Right.
Anyways.
I also love the app that they're using. Like, I was so upset with Philip that he started using this school app that was like just not user friendly at all.
No, it's not.
The Circle app that they're using is, I mean, it works so well for me. And it's very, very much user friendly. And the whole course is located in there, as well as the chat, any announcements, they do announcements. So there's an announcements tab. He tells you how to turn on your notifications so you don't miss anything. And then obviously there's that group chat too, which all the coaches are kind of looking into. I even had Alexis respond when I was having the issue with my URL and give like some advice there too within 30 minutes, I think, of me posting it.
That's great.
So, yeah, and I get Kayla liking my little group chat posts and all of that.
That they're around. You know that they're around, they're watching and there to help,
Yes.
Which is so not the case in Seven Figure.
Nope.
Wow.
Definitely not.
Wow. That's great.
I'm enjoying it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I already have like 4 or 5 leads like that are just very interested in it. And it's not something that like is gonna break the bank if they purchase it.
No.
And it's good for like so many different people, whether you want to do digital marketing or if you need to like just learn how to maximize your social media with like a brick and mortar business. Anything, like literally anybody can use this.
Right. Yeah. As you say, if you don't want to make a living doing social media marketing, you don't have to. And for $300, it's not an unreasonable price to pay. Whereas $2,000, $2,500. Yeah, $2,000, $2,500. I heard people say, well, that meant I it completely screwed up my Christmas this year. I had no money for Christmas. Whereas he's charging people another $50. He's charging people another $50 for the Haas funnel right before Christmas, and then and then everybody's watching him party it up the entire Christmas holidays.
And nobody even understands it.
No.
Like, people don't even understand what they're purchasing. They're just like, oh, he's telling me I should do this, so maybe I should do it. I saw a bunch of comments saying, I purchased this 4 weeks ago. I still don't have my funnel. Like, what?
That's insane. And you know how difficult a funnel is to make. It's not that difficult. And especially for his team, that it must be like ding, 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 ding. I mean, they do it every day, all the time. It would take maybe half an hour. Yeah.
The Profit Builders Academy also teaches you how to build your own funnels within their system.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that they have a Stan Store lookalike. So you can actually put your other like products that you're promoting in their system. You can use their system for all of that.
Does that system cost you any extra money?
It's all included in the $97 a month. All of it.
Sweet. I mean,
yes.
Awesome. That's awesome. And then, as you said, I mean, if you had your own business and you didn't want to use it, you wouldn't have to. And it gives you so much more flexibility rather than, okay, here is your done for you system. This is what you'll be doing. Boom. That's it.
Yeah, you can customize it to yourself completely. It's awesome. That's only thing that you can't customize is like their wording and everything like that they've built in with their Profit Builders Academy promotions. Yeah, because they don't want to get tagged by the FTC.
Well, no, and you could start making all these wild income claims and they'd be going, whoa, no, we're not promising that, so I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all, Yes, use our advertising.
They're covering their butts up front. So,
yeah. Wow. Sounds like a really good little program.
I know. I love it. I love it so much.
And it's something you can feel good about selling to people. Whereas I'll bet you didn't feel very good about selling Seven Figure Accelerator. That, like, I wouldn't.
No, I didn't.
I wouldn't
I
feel
didn't
good.
feel good. I didn't feel good making videos, acting like I was making all this money when I wasn't making a dime. Like, oh, you can make $10,000 a week from your phone, but I have no idea how to actually do that because I haven't yet.
Right. Yeah.
I felt so wrong doing that.
And then the side hustle videos. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Just wanted to say that I actually had a friend contact me about it, like somebody that I knew in real life, and she's struggling. Like, she's very much so struggling financially, and I literally told her, this isn't what you should do then. I literally lost myself a sale because I did not want to put anybody in the position that I had been put in.
Yeah. And you know damn well that the top affiliates, the high earners, they're all selling it to whoever. They don't care if you can't really afford it. You know, they don't care if you're struggling. Right. And they'll say, hey, you pay this money and you'll do great, you know.
Yeah, and I think that Kayla and Haley and Alexis had a huge problem with that. And they had a lot of their students that purchased from them not make a dime and get, you know, very discouraged. And that's what happened to me too. And my mentor, like, she was so glad to have found this program for me because she was constantly like checking my account for me. Like, she's like, you're doing so great. I don't know, like, even what to tell you at this point.
Aww.
Like, you're doing so good.
Well, if you look at the number of people in the program, and if everybody's copying everybody else and everybody's doing the same thing, like in sales, the whole thing is you need to stand out from the crowd, right?
Right.
In Seven Figure Accelerator, how are you standing out from the crowd? You're not.
You're not.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm sure your stuff was excellent, but I mean, only the really, really top ones with huge followings, they're the ones that are going to make it. The other ones,
Yep.
the lookalikes, not so much.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
So how are you helping people get their money back?
We should talk privately, and we'll do that because there are there's wording in Copecart, like which you would have purchased through Copecart, yes. But really, do you feel that you purchased what the product that was described to you? Do you feel that you got that product? No, because it was described one way, and what you got was completely different, right?
Yes. Yep.
Ding, 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 ding. You know, so it's just like if you were to buy from Amazon, you were to buy a green shirt, and instead you got a pair of blue pants. You didn't get the product as described, right? So you can send it back.
Right. Yeah.
Same deal. It's the same deal. It's no more different with digital products than it is with physical products. And that's how people are.
Are you a lawyer?
No, but I've worked in law firms for a very long time. I'm not that young anymore. Yeah, I've worked in law firms for a very long time, and I've worked in finance for quite a long time. So when I started looking into this, it actually started over a year ago, back in December, and I was trying to get people's money back for a program of Jonah Armstrong's. I don't know if you know him, but he's actually Philip. He's the one that taught Philip affiliate marketing. I was in the same course. It's Ministry of Freedom, and he taught us all these gray hat methods for sucking people in. And so at that point, I did waste $1,500. I didn't know how to get it back, and I was so crushed, and I was going through some personal crap at the time too. So I just walked away from it and thought, okay, it's money I just lost. Now looking back, I thought, yeah, I could have got that back, but I didn't know how. So now I've just taken it upon myself to help people. Because these marketers need to be kept. These marketers need to be kept accountable, I think. And if they lie to you and say you're going to make all this money, $1,000 to $5,000 per day using my system, put your money where your mouth is, and then offering that money back guarantee that was a total lie, and the profit guarantee, we'll guarantee you $10,000 if you don't make $10,000. Yeah, right. That's a lie.
Yeah.
Nobody ever got that. So these guys need to be kept accountable, I think. So
I agree, and I'd love your help with that if you'd be willing.
absolutely. Let's chat later.
Okay.
So, for the purposes of this video, maybe you can tell people how they can get a hold of you. What is they can look up your name on Facebook, and what is your handle on Instagram? Tell people how you'd like them to contact you.
Yes, on Instagram I am boymama, BOYMAMA_affiliate.
Great.
On Instagram.
Great. And I'll make sure I'll put that in the description for anybody that's looking, and also I'll put it it'll be a caption above as well, and they can also just get a hold of you on Facebook by looking you up there. Right?
Yes,
is that
Sarah
okay?
Taney, yep.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Excellent. Okay. So thank you again to Sarah. Sure do appreciate that. And her contact information will be in the description. And I have been working that interview was oh my goodness, about 18 hours ago, and I've been working on this ever since, and my brains have just gone flat. Oh my goodness, I have noticed so many zingers in there that I need to loop back around to and mention more, but this is a long video, and thank you for hanging in there, folks. I'm so sorry again for the video quality. Anyways, about this particular program, I can't find anything particularly wrong with it. I think you'd be safe enough with it. I do want to look into a couple other things, but it's looking pretty good, I would say. And for $300, you couldn't really go wrong. But as I say, I'm not endorsing it or anything like that. But my goodness, I sure had some eye-openers in that interview, I must say. Some jaw-droppers, especially the fact that Philip actually made mastermind group people in Dubai pay for that entire trip. Airfare and lodging and everything in Dubai. I wonder if he made them pay for their own meals too. Oh my God. But anyways, what did you find the most jaw-dropping in that? I must say, though, all joking aside, is that I really see this as a program that's on its way out, and on its way out fast. And can you just imagine these top affiliates that maybe can't, or maybe they can't be original, and all they can do is keep on copying, and their entire income is based only on 7-figure accelerator, and they don't know how to do anything else. Can you imagine how their incomes are going to topple once those high-ticket commissions stop hitting them, and it's just this recurring monthly thing that won't keep on? I don't know. I think this whole thing is on its way down the tubes. Anyways, please like and subscribe. And as I said, let me know what you think in the comments. And if you want me to, which part of this, is any part of this you want me to look into further and tell you more about? Okay? Thanks a whole bunch. You take care. Darlene out.